Let's break down the costs associated with repairing and replacing security lights to understand fair pricing. In this scenario, the work involved repairing two 400-watt metal halide security lights, one with a bad photocell and the other with a bad ballast, along with replacing the two 400-watt bulbs. Additionally, a 70-watt high-pressure sodium fixture was completely replaced. The total time spent on the project was 4 hours. To determine if a charge of $389.56 is reasonable, we need to consider several factors. Firstly, the cost of materials. A replacement photocell typically ranges from $20 to $30. A ballast can cost between $50 and $70. The two 400-watt bulbs would add another $20 to $30 each, totaling $40 to $60 for the pair. The new high-pressure sodium fixture costs between $100 and $150. Adding these material costs together gives us a range of $210 to $310 for the materials alone. Secondly, the labor costs must be considered. A reasonable hourly rate for an electrician can range from $60 to $80. With 4 hours of work, the labor costs would fall between $240 and $320. Therefore, the total cost range, combining materials and labor, would be between $450 and $630. Now, let's examine the additional factors that can influence pricing. Location is a significant consideration. The cost of materials and labor can vary depending on the specific area in Georgia. For example, prices in a major metropolitan area might be higher than in a rural area. It's important to research local market rates to ensure pricing is competitive but also covers your expenses and profit margin. The difficulty of the repair is another crucial factor. If the repairs were particularly complex, requiring specialized equipment or extensive troubleshooting, a higher charge may be justified. For instance, if the ballast replacement involved working in a difficult location or required significant modifications to the existing wiring, this would add to the overall cost. Market competition also plays a role in determining prices. It's essential to be aware of the prices charged by other electricians or contractors in the area. Checking with local competitors can provide a benchmark for pricing your services appropriately. Remember that undercutting prices too drastically can devalue your work and make it difficult to sustain a profitable business. Customer satisfaction is paramount. Even if the price is slightly higher than initially expected, a satisfied customer is more likely to accept the charge. Providing high-quality work, being punctual, and communicating clearly throughout the process can significantly contribute to customer satisfaction. Furthermore, a detailed invoice is essential. The invoice should clearly outline all materials used, the labor hours, and any additional charges. This transparency helps the customer understand the cost breakdown and reduces the likelihood of disputes. For example, the invoice could include line items such as photocell replacement $30, ballast replacement $70, two 400-watt bulbs $60, new high-pressure sodium fixture $150, labor 4 hours $80 per hour $320, resulting in a total charge of $630. By providing this level of detail, the customer can see exactly where their money is going. In addition to the cost of materials and labor, consider other potential expenses. These may include travel time, fuel costs, and the cost of maintaining tools and equipment. If the job required a significant amount of travel, it may be appropriate to include a travel charge on the invoice. Similarly, if specialized tools were used, this could also be factored into the overall cost. When assessing whether a price is too high, it's also important to consider the value of your expertise and experience. A skilled electrician brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to the job, ensuring the work is done safely and correctly. This expertise is worth paying for. Furthermore, consider the potential risks associated with electrical work. Safety is always the top priority, and a qualified electrician will take all necessary precautions to minimize the risk of accidents or injuries. The cost of insurance and liability coverage should also be factored into your pricing. In summary, determining a fair price for electrical work involves a comprehensive assessment of various factors. These factors include the cost of materials, labor, location, difficulty of the repair, market competition, and the value of your expertise. Providing a detailed invoice and ensuring customer satisfaction are essential for maintaining a successful business. Given the cost range of $450 to $630 based on the estimates, a charge of $389.56 initially appears to be on the lower end. However, if the material costs were lower than estimated, for example, if you sourced the materials at a discount, or if the labor was completed more efficiently than anticipated, then the charge could be reasonable. It's also important to remember that pricing can be a balancing act between covering your costs, making a profit, and remaining competitive in the market. Ultimately, the best way to determine if your pricing is appropriate is to gather feedback from your customers and continuously evaluate your costs and expenses. Regularly reviewing your pricing strategy can help ensure that your business remains profitable and sustainable in the long term. Remember, clear communication and transparency with your customers are key to building trust and ensuring satisfaction. By explaining the cost breakdown and answering any questions they may have, you can help them understand the value of your services and justify your pricing. Furthermore, consider offering different pricing options or packages to cater to different customer needs and budgets. This can provide greater flexibility and increase your chances of securing the job. For instance, you could offer a basic repair package that includes only the essential repairs, or a premium package that includes additional services such as preventative maintenance or energy efficiency upgrades. When providing estimates, it's always a good idea to include a disclaimer that the actual cost may vary depending on unforeseen circumstances or additional work that may be required. This helps manage customer expectations and avoids potential disputes down the line. In addition to providing a detailed invoice, consider offering a warranty or guarantee on your work. This demonstrates your confidence in the quality of your workmanship and provides added peace of mind for the customer. A warranty can also help differentiate your business from competitors who may not offer the same level of protection. Before starting any work, it's always a good idea to obtain a written agreement or contract that outlines the scope of work, the agreed upon price, and any other relevant terms and conditions. This helps protect both you and the customer and provides a clear understanding of the expectations for the project. In the context of security light repairs, it's also important to consider the safety aspects of the job. Working with electricity can be dangerous, and it's essential to take all necessary precautions to minimize the risk of accidents or injuries. This includes wearing appropriate safety gear, such as gloves and eye protection, and following all relevant electrical codes and regulations. Furthermore, it's important to properly dispose of any old or damaged materials, such as bulbs and ballasts, in accordance with environmental regulations. These materials may contain hazardous substances that can be harmful to the environment if not disposed of properly. As an electrician or contractor, it's important to stay up to date on the latest electrical codes and regulations. These codes are constantly evolving, and it's essential to ensure that your work is compliant with the current standards. This not only ensures the safety of your customers but also protects you from potential liability. In addition to technical skills, strong communication and customer service skills are also essential for success in the electrical industry. Being able to effectively communicate with customers, understand their needs, and provide excellent service can help build a strong reputation and generate repeat business. This includes being responsive to customer inquiries, providing timely updates on the progress of the work, and addressing any concerns or issues promptly and professionally. Furthermore, consider offering ongoing maintenance services to your customers. This can provide a steady stream of income and help build long-term relationships. For example, you could offer annual inspections of their electrical systems to identify any potential problems before they become major issues. When pricing your services, it's also important to consider the cost of running your business. This includes expenses such as insurance, licensing fees, vehicle maintenance, and advertising. These costs can add up quickly, and it's essential to factor them into your pricing to ensure that your business remains profitable. In conclusion, determining a fair price for electrical work involves a multifaceted approach that considers various factors such as materials, labor, location, difficulty, competition, customer satisfaction, and business overhead. By carefully evaluating these factors and providing a detailed invoice, you can ensure that your pricing is both competitive and profitable. Staying informed about industry trends, electrical codes, and customer needs is also crucial for long-term success in the electrical industry. Remember that building trust and providing excellent service are key to establishing a strong reputation and generating repeat business.